All right, guys, so today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Cleetus Mcfarlands and his COPART Porsche. You guys know I've done COPART videos on the big channel, on the main channel in the past, and they are a pretty popular thing because it is an issue. Now, so what had happened, Cleetus had bought a 991.2 Turbo S, and it was hit in the back. And typical COPART stuff, the pictures are taken in such a way it's hard to tell. It's listed as runs and drives and all that business. I'll put a link in the description for his channel. We're not affiliated with Cleetus at all, but I do watch him. I happened to come across this and I thought this is something to talk about. So what the situation was, he bought this car, like I said, run and drive. He thought maybe he could just fix a little body damage on it or not fix the body damage and just have like a race car for his racetrack, right? That should be a pretty doable thing. Maybe you had to pull the frame out a little bit, maybe you don't, to make a track right. So they get this thing in, they take it apart. Well, first of all, it wouldn't start. It just clicked like something was broken. And they quickly started looking around to see there was an issue with the engine, and they took the engine out immediately. And it was hit so hard in the rear, it actually broke the engine block and exploded the transmission, the bell housing. So it's unfixable. The problem with an engine like that, you're probably 30 to 50 grand just to physically buy the engine. That's probably not with the transmission. It's PDK. So you're in a bunch more. You're in at 40, 50 grand just in parts, easily, just mechanically. And for COPART to list that as run and drive, they knew. They always know that it doesn't run and drive. So he was very lucky. He has millions of followers. He made the video of them taking the engine out and everything, a breakdown of what happened, put an insert of the ad in the video that shows that it ran and drove. And when they took the engine out, I think he thought he could buy another engine for not too much, and that proved very wrong very fast. Now, in the video, he blamed himself that he was the one to blame for that right off the bat, but that's not the case. I mean, he did his part. And the way things are with COPART, you can't go look at cars. If you live down the road from it, you can. But who is down the road from the COPART they're buying an expensive car from? Not I, not anybody else I know. If you live in Chicago next to the COPART, well, yeah, you go look at it, whatever. You live in San Francisco or San Diego right next to the COPART, of course you go look at it. But 95% of people do not. And a pre-purchase inspection probably would have found that. I don't know how. It all depends on who you got to do it, how experienced that person was. They would have been able to tell it does not start and run. But that leads you with the fact they're not going to find the cracks in the engine more than likely. And somebody had patched a bumper back on that car so it didn't look near as bad as what it was. And so there is that. But I could just imagine, what is the conversation at COPART when that video hit the internet? And the way COPART works is they have whatever boss of that COPART, whatever manager. I'm sure they have corporate managers. It's a big place. I'm sure they have all kinds of higher ups. And ordinarily, if he didn't have a YouTube channel with millions and millions and millions of subscribers, he would have not got his money back in a million years in that car. Never, ever, ever, ever. And especially after they brought it home and took the engine out, COPART just would have laughed at him. And so when he posted that video, I'm sure the way it worked out was management saw it. Probably the bigger boss was like, we're not giving his money back. I don't care who he is. And somebody lower down probably said, this will literally tank our business. You better give his money back. We better fix this. This is not going to end well. You figure probably half of COPART's buyer market's watching this video. Maybe more than half. And where that video gets 700,000 views in the first couple hours, and that wasn't going to end well at all. And so he ended up getting his money back. I'm sure there was an emergency meeting at COPART at the highest authority, and they quickly alleviated that. Because that car is going to go back to COPART and be resold. Nobody's going to buy that car. Not for any kind of money at all, because the heart of the beast, the thing that makes the car worth the money, is garbage, you know. And in hindsight, I understand they're trying to pull as much money out of these auctions as they possibly can. You know, they're taking their cut. The more money they get, the more cut they get. So there's incentive there to do scandalous stuff. They just got caught with their pants down. In the other videos we made on the BMW channel, we talked about this exact same thing, the exact same deal. You know, we bought a car that ran and drove from there. And then we have guys commenting on the videos, other YouTube channels that are big junkyard guys, and they're buying Chevys and stuff, and they're bitching at me for making these videos. And it's like, why would you, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know that people can see your comments, right? What are you doing here? I don't understand. But a lot of times people just don't think clearly. You know, they have a different mindset, and they're just doing whatever they want without any consequence. But it goes without saying, be careful of these auction sites. From what I'm told now, people that I know that buy stuff all the time from all the sites, not just COPART, all the sites, everybody is ditching all their junk. There's fear the economy is gonna tank big time. It already has. It's gonna tank even worse. So everybody's unloading all the crap as quick as they can. So that fills the auctions full of junk, full of stuff. And this is probably a product of just that, right? Cash out, you don't care what happens, as long as you don't take money out of your pocket, grab, and that's it. So I feel bad for Cleetus. Very lucky he got his money back on that deal, and he's able to move on quickly. And, you know, that's the way it goes. Hope he finds another car. I'm sure it's going to turn him off of buying auto auction Porsches, but hopefully he can find one that's from a individual that's wrecked or got an issue that he's willing to fix, because we all like to see that on his channel and doing stuff with that car. But that's going to be it, guys. That's all for the Cleetus Mcfarlands COPART drama. Just thought I'd make an update video on that. We're about a week late putting this out, but we're busy around here also. So that's the way it works. Videos on this car, we had a problem with the editing, and Final Cut lost the video. So that should be up tonight or tomorrow on this car running and operating, and everything fixed on that. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. We'll all see you later.